Hey everyone, how's it going? Elliot here, and welcome back to the Retro Future. Today we're going to be looking at this, the flat speaker. It's a very cool looking thing. It kind of makes your Game Boy looks like the dual screen Game Boy Advance SP that I made, which is really what drew my attention to it. But yeah, basically this thing is a speaker that extends out of the back of your Game Boy, which is really cool because not only does the Game Boy open in one way, it's now going to open in another, which is quite exciting. The other cool thing is that on the back of this is actually a headphone jack socket so that we can plug in our headphones as well, which is not something that we can do. I did a little while ago do a mod to the bottom of a Game Boy Advance SP that allowed us to actually have a headphone jack out, but not everyone has the ability to do that. So let's take a look at this accessory today. Hopefully you'll be able to find one on eBay if you like them, but unfortunately I can't just find you a link because this is new old stock, but if you do, I'm sure they're out there somewhere. So without any further ado, let's take a look at it. So this is the Gamester GBA SP flat speaker, which is quite clever. Small size, extreme sound, NXT flat panel speaker, huge sound, no batteries required, includes headphone jack, the unfair advantage. So many different brands and words and slogans. And then you turn it over on the back and it says advanced technology, compact design, headphone jack. And headphone jack definitely is a selling point because it was not possible to listen to your Game Boy Advance SP unless you had an adapter or a specific set of headphones that had that plug on the end of it. And even once you did that, it's taken up the charging port on the back of the Game Boy, so you weren't able to charge it as well. And actually, little sneak preview for a little video that we'll take a look at on my second channel. This is a device that basically allows you to plug in your Game Boy. It's a grip and it has a pass-through for your headphone as well, but it's not really worthwhile of a main channel video. But if you want to check that out on the second channel, link in the top of the description. But yeah, headphone jack is a very nice selling point. So it says at the bottom, a quality audio booster, you can hear the difference, and it has got a pass-through port. So this thing is really smart. Very excited to take a look at it. Let's try and open it in a way that isn't going to absolutely wreck the packaging. Ow, that is some sharp plastic. Ow! Ah, that really hurts. Why is this so difficult? I just don't understand. There you go. Oh, okay, that is a little bit cheaper feeling than I was hoping. I really like this dude, by the way, who's on the front of this packaging. I don't know, it's kind of funny. But yeah, we've removed it from there, thank goodness. And here it is. And it is a pretty lightweight thing, but I guess it is all made out of plastic. There is some nice little screws in it and stuff that kind of makes it look like it's actually really well made. It's not just using glue and all that kind of crap. Right, let's see how easy it is to put on. So I'm presuming we're just going to have to sort of sit it down like that. There we go, that's all right. Definitely adds a bit of bulk onto it, but yeah, I mean, that is triple the size of it. It's definitely doubled the thickness of it, but that's still kind of cool. And then we have, this doesn't really make sense to me to be using the one that already has a headphone jack. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Let's try that again. Nice. And then we have this dongle that just attaches into the back like that. Yeah, not overly keen on that. Oh, almost dropped it. It kind of looks steampunky. I mean, I suppose it's not that ugly, but it is a little bit annoying to have this ginormous thing there, but I don't really know. There wouldn't have been a way to have done it really otherwise. So you've got your pass-through ports for charging and also for your link cable, so that is very nice. Ah, that's a design flaw. What? That's annoying. Okay, you got to make sure that when you open it, it doesn't catch the back of the cable. So yeah, that's not that ideal. Definitely adds a lot of top heaviness to it now. But here we go. So when we press the on and off button, it just pops up ever so slightly. I wonder if at one point it ever went the whole way. That would have been cool. But anyway, we can slide it up. There we go. Not sure if I like the Gamester logo on the top of it there. It would have been nice just to have had, well, pretty much anything other than that. Oh yeah, that is good. Right, hang on, let me unplug that and we can do a comparison. Wow. definitely a very, very big difference. That is cool. Let me grab a game and we can see what it sounds like. Now, a lot of people use their Game Boy as a Netflix replacement, understandably, so let's try a little bit of Shrek 2, and now we can have cinematic Dolby surround sound experience from our Game Boy.
Alone. Say no more, you don't have to worry about a thing. I will always be here to make sure nobody bothers you. Okay, yes, Rumi, you're bothering me.
That makes a phenomenal difference. The only complaint I have really is the fact that there's that cable that sort of gets in the way when you try and open up the shell. That is just a bit annoying. I don't know how else they could have done that though, really. And then I don't like this design. And I don't think you can just peel that off because I think it's using that cardboard to vibrate everything. Yeah. So I think ripping that off, maybe you could put something over it, but I think that might affect the sound quality as well. So the only other thing I want to do is try out this little headphone jack. So for that, I have a speaker. And let's plug this into the back of it. Okay, the output on the speaker is pretty low. Let me just try some regular headphones and see if it sounds any good. It's not fantastic. Yeah, and I also don't think that listening to Shrek video is a good idea because the bitrate on this whole thing is very low to condense it down onto a Game Boy cartridge, but
no, they just want to give you their blessing.
Hopefully you can hear that there. That is the Gamester flat speaker. A really cool device. Another crazy thing that was made for the Game Boy, and I like it. I think it's a bit of a shame about a couple of the small little flaws, but I'm really being nitpicky just to try and find some sort of negatives on it. It also now has this sticking out the back so it doesn't sit flush anymore, but potentially that could protect the bottom of it from scratches. But there we go. I really like it. The plastic feels nice and high quality. I think that's just because it's got a sort of a gnarled coating on it, like I don't know how to describe that, like a bumpy sort of coating. And I also like these rubberized sort of edges, but that'll probably get quite manky over time. I would recommend, if you can find one, that you pick it up. It's a nice little accessory. Hopefully you can find some. It does add a little bit of top heaviness though, but it's not something that I think is too obtrusive. I think you definitely get used to it. That is going to wrap up this video. That is the Gamester Flat SP. I hope you've all enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Goodbye.